I'm finally back. Thank you so much for hanging in there. These last few weeks have been unusually busy and unusually eventful. Lots of things going on behind the scenes, so thank you so much for hanging in there, sticking with me. I'm so happy to be back working in the house again. I have weekly, monthly, daily goals to get done in here, so we're not slowing down. It just happened to be a bump in the road, but I'm ready to get back on schedule. I've missed putting these out. I've missed talking to you guys. So as you know, that we finished gutting the house, and our first agenda is to go room by room and replace any rotten boards, weak boards, make sure everything is straight and sturdy and solid. I just decided to start in the office for whatever reason. I just wanted to. My primary goal is to not do the windows yet. So a lot of the windows need reframing. They're not straight. They need adjusted. I'm not going to do that right now. Right now I'm just fixing the framing. So the studs in the walls, I will be changing some studs out around the windows that are rotten, but I'm not actually reframing, if that makes sense. I'm going to do the office this week and haul in some wood, see all that needs to be replaced, and get started on that. While I'm doing the framing repair, I'm also going to be cleaning. So there's a lot of leftover rat droppings, there's rat's nests, dust, dirt, you name it. So I'm just going to be taking my shop vac and cleaning as we go. So by the time we get to the end of the framing work, that the frame will be clean and we can kind of have a fresh start to start from. If you want to stick around to the end of the video, I'll have some footage of the kittens that I found. The months that I've been working here, I have not seen one cat, and I have all of those owls and hawks, and there would be no way a kitten would survive even overnight here. So there's no way they were feral kittens. Plus, the kittens were very friendly. As soon as one of them saw me, they ran up and I was able to grab them, and they're purring and excited. It's pretty obvious that they weren't feral kittens. They had been raised, or they were at least used to humans, so that's when I felt comfortable to take them. And I ended up I just found one that was on the highway, and I just happened to be coming home really late, and it was right across the road from the rock house. He was on the highway, and went and picked him up, and he was really excited to see me, very friendly, very hungry. And I thought to myself, there's never just one kitten. So I ended up turning around and going back and parking on the side of the road, walking out in the grass. I started calling for him, and down in the culvert there were 3 more that came up. And I looked very good to make sure there wasn't any left behind, and there wasn't, but they had fleas, ringworm, they were hungry, they looked a little wormy. They have some issues, but they've all went to see a veterinarian, and they're on medication, they're on the road to recovery, they're doing really well. At the end of this video, I'll show you some updates on my turkeys. If you'll remember, a while back I got some turkeys that are gonna live here with me on the property when we're done, and I'll show you some footage of the kittens. It's also funny because previous to finding these 4 kittens, I had actually recently adopted 4 kittens that are gonna live here. They're actually going to live in the house with me. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do with all these kittens now. I've got them all separated because the new ones have ringworm. So overnight, I became a crazy cat lady. We'll just see what happens. We'll cross that bridge later. But today's bridge is fixing the office. So let's get started. We have our first round of wood unloaded, and I've got it organized by size, which will be easier. I'm gonna go get my saw and set it up. It looks a lot worse in person than on camera, but there's a lot of really nasty crud everywhere from rats. So we're just gonna go around and vacuum everything, scrape it. I have some odor neutralizing spray, like for pets, that I'm gonna spray on a few places. So I'm going to do this section. We're going to do a cut here and a cut over here where it's rotten, and cut these studs off a little bit, put in a new pressure treated bottom seal, and then attach the studs back so that they're being properly supported, because that and that is not properly supported. We're gonna fix that. So I ended up pulling out this that had been put over here, and I'm glad I did because it's completely rotten. It needs replaced, not something put over it. So we're gonna take out all of this. I was thinking about replacing these boards, but I mean, they're solid. So I think what I'm gonna do is just put plywood over the open areas, because that's what they would do in a modern house anyway. And I can't think of a reason why that would be a bad idea, so it's probably what I'll do. All right, I think I'm gonna end the video here, guys, and I'm gonna start back on this in the morning, and then I'll probably start in the living room for the rest of the week. So I'll see you then.